Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I thought that I would do for you guys a haul. I have recently seen so many Target hauls and Ulta hauls and Sephora hauls, but I have found that those places are kind of pricey. So I went with Walmart because that's pretty accessible and affordable to everyone. And without further ado, I will shut my mouth and let's get into it. So product number one is the Covergirl Clean Powder Foundation. I did try this in high school and it was just super cakey, super patchy, offered little to no coverage at all. So we're gonna give this a try, and I think to apply it I'm just gonna use a sponge because for me specifically I have found that sponges are typically the best way to apply powder foundations. So I'm gonna shut up and put this, and I'm just gonna put it on my face. It smells weird. And it is giving like a sheen, so I guess this is a powder foundation that offers like a sheen, because it just doesn't seem to go very far. It's requiring a lot of product just to get that little bit of coverage that you see on my face right now. I just have to really keep going in there to get any sort of meaningful coverage. The sponge is not working with this. Let's try a brush instead. This is my favorite brush for foundation in general, not just specifically for powder foundations. Ooh, I just got powder in my nose. Yeah, brush is a little bit better, and while the coverage is not great, it is decent. I think this would be okay if you were just gonna do something like go to a doctor's appointment, go to the grocery store. You don't need your makeup to look perfect. Then yeah, maybe something like this would be okay. Okay, moving on for concealer. I like to do concealer after, but I'm kind of worried now about putting this over a powder foundation, but we're gonna try. So this is the Neutrogena Skin Clearing Blemish Concealer, and this is in the shade 05 Fair, but it actually looks like it's gonna be pretty dark. So, okay, so it's got like a twist. Okay, there it goes. Oh man, do you see that? Do you guys see that? That is gonna be like way dark, bro. Way dark. Do you see that? That is literally darker than my skin. Oh my god. Oh Jesus, okay, oh my god. That was a mistake. And I'm gonna go in with my concealer brush. Yeah, that is like way dark. And coverage, not great. Coverage is not great, but it most certainly is darkening my under eye area. Okay, so I'm actually gonna, to put something over that to make it a little bit lighter, I'm gonna add some of the E.L.F 16-Hour Camo Concealer. This is actually a little bit light for me. This is the shade Light Peach. I'm just gonna add a little bit over, just a tiny bit. And you guys are gonna be seeing that tube of the 16-Hour Camo Concealer in an empties pretty soon because it is on its last legs. I'm like scraping product out of it at this point. So we're gonna go in with the Wet n Wild palette, and we're gonna take this shade to bronze, and this is my bronzing brush. That is straight up orange. Oh dear. Oh well, we're gonna add some to the temples. Yeah, see that guys? That is just straight up orange. And it's just accentuating texture too. So the shade's awful, it's accentuating texture. I mean, can this really get any work? I'm not even gonna comment. Not even gonna comment. It's just so bad, bro. It's just so bad. That's bad. That's bad, bro. That's bad. Okay, so we gotta fix this. Okay, so to fix that, I'm gonna take this IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC Airbrush Perfecting Powder. This is actually one of my favorite powders, and I really like to use it for lightening things and blending things out. If I apply something like this that is just way orange or way dark, I like to use this to make it look not so crappy. Yeah, putting this on top of it, much less shitty. Much less shitty. Sheet cake. Sheet cake. Setting spray will be my Jesus today. Setting spray will be my Jesus. Okay. Now that we looking orange and cakey, let's move on to blush. Okay, so for blush, I'm going to go in with this L'Oreal Paris Blush Please Shimmering Blush, and this is in the shade Blushin in Saint Tropez 12. And this is what it looks like. Looks really pretty. I hope it doesn't, hope it's not as shitty as its bronzer counterparts. Let's go ahead and get this on my face. Oh, that's pretty. You see that? Look at that. It's giving like a really pretty sheen. This almost doubles as a blush and a highlight. The shimmer is not like glitter. This is like a true shimmer. It's not glitter. It's not, you know, like nail polish glitter or anything like that. My thoughts on this, because I've never actually tried this before, as well as anything else here besides the powder foundation, is that when you're putting it on, it looks like it's gonna be really, you know, sheen and not super pigmented, but then when you turn your face, as you can see, it is pretty pigmented and it can come off pretty harsh. So I would just keep in mind that you need to go on with a light hand, and maybe I would choose a not so dense brush. Like I would even choose this little Wet n Wild brush because it's pretty thin. It's pretty thin and pretty flimsy. So I would maybe go on with something like that instead of a super dense blush brush like I'm doing right here. See that? So I would just keep in mind if you do decide to purchase this. I'm just going to take a little bit of the powder foundation and I'm going to go over that just with a little applicator they gave me, just to cover up this area right here. Okay, so next we're going to go in with highlighter, and for highlighter I picked up this. This is the Wet n Wild MegaGlo highlighting powder in the shade Bloom Time 335A, and this is what it, let me turn it over. This is what it looks like. That is extremely pretty. I am so excited to put this on my face. I feel like this is one of those products that you can maneuver to fit whatever you want it to do. Oh, that is so pretty. Look at that, guys. Look at that. Look at that. That is beautiful. I love that. That's great. However, it does not, I don't know, that side's just looking not, there we go. Is that even? Okay, that's good. Now that highlight's on and popping, we're gonna move on to setting our face. And to set our face, I actually got a new one of these. This is actually my Holy Grail setting spray. Hang on, it's over here. But it's the E.L.F. Makeup Mist and Set. I've talked about this like a bazillion, gajillion times. I love it. It's not gonna keep your makeup on for a super long period of time, but it will keep it on long enough for you to do something quick. If you want something that's like long lasting, I would actually recommend this from Shop Miss A. This is the AOA setting spray. It locks in makeup, it says it right on the bottle, but it does lock in makeup. The other day, I was running around for 12 hours with my 5-month-old baby girl with me. And, you know, I was carrying her on my person, and, you know, you get hot and you get sweaty. And when I got home, my makeup was still on. And this was the setting spray that I used. And I had no primer underneath it or anything. So I do think that if you need something that's going to keep your makeup on a long time, go in with this. This is just good for giving you a glow and keeping your makeup on long enough for you to do something quick. So we're going to put this on our face. See that? It just gives you like a really pretty glow, and it kind of sets everything into your face and makes you look a little bit more alive because she's looking cakey. So we're gonna go ahead and do brows, and for brows I'm gonna go in with this. I've been testing it for a couple of weeks now. This is the AOA Studio Slim Brow Pencil in the shade Medium Brown, and I'm just going to first spoolie. Walmart did not have any brow products that were in the right shade. The only shades they had were blonde, and I am obviously not blonde. Your girl's got black hair. Your girl's got black hair. Like I mentioned in my last video, I did recently start a new full-time job, and nursing school is about to start again. So I just wanted to have a couple of videos prepared for you guys for the next couple of weeks. We're actually just going to use this hand. Brow's a little crazy today. Brow's a little crazy. That's okay. Who cares? There we go. Okay, so for eyeshadow, Walmart did not actually have anything that I don't already have, but I did get this. This was actually featured in one of the first videos I ever did, and I've only used it that one video. I haven't actually tried it since then, so I figured we'll use it again today. This is the Profusion Cosmetics Paradise Palette, and it is, as you can see, really pretty. The first video I went like insane with that orange shade, so I don't know. I figured today we'll test out some of these greens and blues and maybe some of these lighter shades up here because I've never actually tested those. So I guess first let's go ahead and get our transition shade going, and let's go in with this little shade right here. And just buff that into the crease. I do still think that these shadows are pretty powdery, so if that bothers you, I would not recommend going for this palette. I guess we're gonna go in with this lighter blue. No, I don't want to do blue. What do I want to do, y'all? Let's do a halo eye. So we're going to go on with this green, and I'm going to take this brush right here, and we're going to take this green onto either side, and I think I'm actually going to spray it with some setting spray first. Alright, let's go ahead and get that going. I'm going to take that same green shadow and go ahead and add it to the other side, leaving the middle of my eye bare. And then we're just going to take that green shadow right above here, again leaving just the center of my eye bare with nothing on it because we're going to put a shimmer shade right in the middle. This eye is just so much harder to do because I have a lazy eye on this eye, and It's just a little bit harder to see. And then just gonna add it to this other side. Leaving the center of my eye bare. Okay, so now that we've got that part done, we're gonna go back in, and I guess let's take this really pretty shimmery pink right here, and we're gonna add that to the part of the eye that is not, that has nothing on it. We're just gonna put it right in the middle. Not crazy about that shade. This shade is, even on my finger, it's pretty patchy. Not really a fan of that one at all. Let's try it on a brush, but I don't think I have another brush like that. I do. It's right here. It's kind of a slanted one, but maybe this shade just needs, I don't know, just needs to be applied with a, no. Let's try this Moda brush. This is a Moda angle brush that actually came in an Ipsy bag. Let's spray that, and we're actually just gonna try a different shade. Let's try, let's see, do we have a shimmer in here? We have like this green shimmer that's right here, but I'm almost afraid that's not gonna be light enough. So let's take that and mix it with a little bit of the gold that's right here. Yeah, that's better. That's like significantly better with this brush. I'm gonna take this brush that we started with that has nothing on it, and then I'm just gonna kind of buff out these edges. And it's okay. Would I like go out of your way to buy this palette? No, but I mean, again, $8 for the price. I don't really feel like you can complain, but I just think you can do better. Okay, so I'm gonna go back in with this palette now, and I'm gonna take this green that we started off with on the outer parts of our eye. I'm gonna spray it with some setting spray and apply it to the lower lash line. Alright, and then I'm going to take a under eye blending brush. I have it right here, just to blend that out. Gonna take my blending brush now and blend that out. Yeah, that looks okay. All right, so now we're gonna actually go back in, because I don't want to mess with that gold shade because it's just not, you know, powerful enough. If it's not powerful enough on the lid to give a halo eye effect, I know it's not going to be powerful enough to serve as an inner corner. So we're going to go back in with our highlight, and we're going to use that for our inner corner, and I'm actually just going to apply it with my pinky. That's how I prefer to apply product to the inner corners, with my pinky. And yes, my hands are clean. All right, and then for mascara, they didn't have any new mascaras that I don't already have or that I haven't already tried a ton. So we're just gonna go on with my favorite. You can also get this at Walmart. This is the Essence Lash Princess, and it is my holy grail. And we're gonna go ahead and get that on. We have some eyeliner. This is the E.L.F, just the standard E.L.F eyeliner in the shade black. And we're gonna add some just to the outer corner of the waterline. Okay, and then for liquid liner, Physicians Formula Eye Booster. I got this. When did I get this? I wanted to say I got this a couple months ago, and I've only used it a few times at the recommendation of a friend of mine. And we're gonna try it again today because they didn't have any new liquid liners that I haven't already tried. So we're gonna get that on our eyes now. All right, and then for the lips, where did I put my lip products? Okay, so lips, I have a lip liner and a lip stick to try, and this is the LA Colors Auto Lip Liner in the shade Fiery Red. And then on top of that, we're gonna put on this ALMAY Lip Vibes lipstick, and this is in the shade Live Happy. So going in with the lip liner first. That's pretty hard to put on, as you can see. Alright, and then on top of that lip liner, we're going to put the ALMAY Lip Vibes lipstick in the shade Live Happy right over it. Hopefully this looks fine. Oh, it's like straight up orange, man. Yeah. That is like extremely orange. And now my lips look cray-cray. Let's see what we have. Okay, we'll add some of this. This is something I tried in my last video. This is the Kiss and Smink lip crayon pen in the shade Marietas. And this is actually like a reddish brown. So we're just gonna use this to add right on top of this lipstick. So kind of standout products here, I would recommend the blush from L'Oreal Paris Blush Please. And this is in the shade Blushin in San Tropez. It's super pretty, it goes on easy. However, I would suggest using a super flimsy brush that's not densely packed because it can get overpowering real quick. I would also recommend the lipstick, the ALMAY Lip Vibes, and this one is in the shade Live Happy. It's super pretty orange shade. Just keep in mind that this is true orange. Feels pretty moisturizing. Doesn't feel like it's going to transfer at all. It doesn't appear to be transferring anywhere, so that's good. Hopefully it does not. It doesn't do that later on. I would also highly recommend, I would actually go out of my way to purchase this. Like if it wasn't available anywhere near me, I would go out of my way to buy this because that's how good it is. And this is the Wet n Wild highlight in the shade Bloom Time. That's also extremely pretty. Other kind of products, I could probably pass on the concealer. I mean, itself, it goes on fine, blends out fine, you know, but the shade, for the lightest shade, that's ridiculous because it was like 3 shades darker than my skin. The only way you can make this work is if you mix it with something like the E.L.F 16-hour Camo Concealer right here. That's the only way you can make it work, is if you mix the two together. And if you were gonna do that, I would just recommend going and getting this because there's like a million shades of this and you'll be destined to find one that's gonna match you fine. But that is it, guys. This was everything that I got in my recent Walmart haul. Drop down in the comments what your favorite Superstore makeup products are, and I will grab them to test them out in another video. But as always, leave down in the comments what you'd like to see me do next time, or you can leave them on my Instagram, which I will pop up right here for you guys. You can go and follow me there. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification so you're notified every time I upload a video. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.